Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, we are diving into the history and value of the 1974 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary but could actually be worth a significant amount of money. If you have a 1974 penny in your collection or just found one in your pocket, you might want to stick around because we'll be discussing its history, varieties, and how much it's worth in today's market. History of the 1974 Lincoln penny. The 1974 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which started back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. This reverse design was used from 1959 until 2008 before being replaced with the shield design in 2010.in 1974. The U.S. Mint experimented with making pennies out of aluminum due to rising copper prices. Around 1.5 million aluminum cents were struck, but they were never officially released to the public. Almost all of these were melted down, except for a few that escaped the mint. If you happen to find an aluminum 1974 penny, it could be worth a fortune, in the range of six figures or more at auction. Different mint varieties. The 1974 Lincoln penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Each variety has different levels of rarity and value. 1974 These were struck in Philadelphia and are the most common variety. 1974 D. These were minted in Denver, and also very common in circulation. 1974 S. Minted in San Francisco. These were mostly made for proof sets and are often in better condition than regular circulation coins. Rare errors and valuable varieties. Certain error coins from 1974 can significantly increase a penny's value. Some of the most sought-after error coins include double die obverse. This error causes noticeable doubling in the date or lettering. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not struck properly, leaving part of the design missing, it could be worth more. Aluminum penny. As mentioned earlier, a 1974 aluminum penny is one of the rarest coins and can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Transitional metal errors. Some pennies were struck on leftover planchets from previous years or on experimental metals, making them extremely valuable. How much is a 1974 penny worth today? For most circulated 1974 pennies, their value is usually 1 cent since billions were produced. However, in uncirculated or high-grade conditions, they can be worth more. Here are some approximate values. Circulated condition: 1 cent, 5 cents. Uncirculated condition: MS65 plus $1, $51974 proof penny. Around $1 to $10, depending on condition. 1974 D or 1974 no mint mark in MS67 or higher can be worth $100 or more. 1974 aluminum penny, potentially $250,000 plus if verified authentic current market trends. As of recent auctions, high-grade MS67 plus red pennies have sold for several $100s. If you have a well-preserved 1974 penny, especially with a strong strike and no damage, it could be worth submitting to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Conclusion. So, is your 1974 Lincoln penny worth a lot of money? While most are still just worth face value, rare varieties, errors, and high-grade examples can be valuable. If you find an unusual 1974 penny, consider getting it appraised because you never know. It might be a hidden treasure. We explore the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. If you have a 1976 Lincoln penny in your collection, you might be wondering if it is worth more than just 1 cent today. We will dive deep into the history of this coin, its unique features, and its potential market value, so stay tuned. History of the 1976 Lincoln penny. The 1976 Lincoln penny was struck during the United States bicentennial year, although it did not feature any special design changes, unlike the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins. This penny still carried the familiar design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, which was originally designed by Victor D. Brenner in 1909. The reverse continued to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo introduced in 1959 composition and mint marks in 1976. The Lincoln penny was composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. This was the standard composition until 1982, when the United States Mint switched to a primarily zinc composition with a thin copper coating. There were 3 different mint locations that produced the 1976 penny: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint pennies had no mint mark. The Denver mint coins carried a small d, while the San Francisco mint struck proofs with an S mint mark. Common and rare varieties. Most 1976 pennies are common and found in circulation in worn condition, making them worth face value. However, certain varieties and errors can fetch a higher price. Some of the rare errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. Additionally, uncirculated coins and proof pennies in pristine condition are highly sought after by collectors. Current market value. The value of a 1976 Lincoln penny largely depends on its condition and mint mark. In circulated condition, these coins are generally worth 1 cent to a few cents above face value if they are in better shape. Uncirculated examples with strong luster and no significant marks can fetch anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars higher. Graded coins such as those certified MS-65 or better by PCGS or NGC can be valued at $10 or more. Rare pennies or rare varieties can command even higher prices. A 1976 penny with a clear double die obverse can sell for anywhere between $50 and $200 depending on the prominence of the error and the coin condition. Off-center errors and other striking mistakes can also increase the value significantly. Where to sell or buy. If you have a 1976 penny and are looking to determine its worth or sell it, there are several options. Online auction platforms such as eBay and Heritage Auctions often have listings for these coins where collectors bid based on condition and rarity. Coin shows and local coin dealers can also be great places to assess value or sell your penny. Finally, professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and assign a grade to your coin, increasing its potential market value. Conclusion: while most 1976 Lincoln pennies are worth only their face value, there are certain key factors that can make some of them valuable. If you happen to find a well-preserved uncirculated coin or a rare error variety, you could be in possession of a valuable collectible. Always check your change and be sure to inspect coins carefully because you never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. We are diving into the world of coin collecting and looking at the 1980 Lincoln penny. This small but mighty coin has sparked interest among collectors due to its history, rarity in certain conditions, and potential value in today's market. Could you be holding onto a penny that is worth far more than its face value? Stick around as we explore its background, minting details, key factors that affect its worth, and the highest recorded auction prices. The history of the 1980 Lincoln penny. The 1980 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, was created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, showing the Lincoln Memorial, was designed by Frank Gasparo and was used from 1959 until 2008. By 1980, the United States Mint was still producing pennies with a 95% copper and 5% zinc composition. However, this was one of the last years before the transition to a zinc core with a thin copper plating, which began in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The 1980 penny was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark beneath the year on the obverse side. Mintage and rarity. In 1980, the Denver Mint produced a staggering 5.14 billion pennies, making this a very common coin. With such a high mintage, most 1980 pennies in circulated condition are only worth face value. However, certain factors can drastically increase their value. What makes a 1980 Lincoln penny valuable? Even though billions were minted, collectors look for specific qualities that can make some 1980 pennies worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's break it down. Condition and grade coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS-70. A circulated 1980 penny usually ranges from very fine, VF-20, to about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars, and is worth only a few cents. However, an uncirculated or high-grade example, especially one graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can sell for significant amounts. Mint errors. Some 1980 pennies are worth a lot due to minting errors. Keep an eye out for these rare varieties. Off-center strikes. If a coin is struck off-center, its value increases depending on how much of the design is missing. A 50% off-center 1980 penny could be worth $50 to $200. Double die errors. A double die penny shows slight doubling in areas like the date, mint mark, or lettering. A well-defined 1980 double die penny could be worth $100 to $500. Die breaks or cuts. If a coin has a raised bump due to a break in the die, It can fetch anywhere from $20 to $150. Red versus red-brown designation. The color of a copper penny plays a major role in its value. Collectors classify pennies into three categories: brown, BN darker, fully circulated pennies with minimal luster. Red-brown, RB some original mint luster remains. Red, RD full original red luster. Highly desirable. A 1980 D penny graded MS 67 RD has sold for over $1,500, while a brown example in the same grade would be worth much less. Current market value of the 1980 D Lincoln penny. So, how much is a 1980 D penny worth today? Let's take a look at different conditions and their estimated values. Circulated, VF 20 to -50 Australian dollars, 1 to 10 cents. Uncirculated, MS 60 to MS 64.50 cents to $5. High grade, MS 65 to MS 67 RD $20 to $1. 500 plus major errors or rare varieties, $50 to $5,000 depending on rarity. Record auction prices. Some of the highest recorded auction prices for a 1980 D penny include: MS 67 RD sold for $1,500 at a major auction. MS 66 RD error penny with double die sold $4.2. 500 off. Center 1980 D penny in MS condition. Sold $4.750. Where to sell a 1980 D Lincoln penny? If you think you have a valuable 1980 D penny, here are some great places to sell it. eBay. Many collectors actively buy error pennies and high-grade coins. Heritage Auctions, a well-known auction house for rare coins. Coin shops, local dealers may offer quick cash for valuable finds. PCGS or NGC, consider professional grading for top-tier coins. Final thoughts. While most 1980 D pennies are only worth 1 cent, certain factors like high grade, rare errors, and red luster can make them worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have a 1980 D Lincoln penny, take a close look. You might have a hidden gem in your collection. We uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into the history and value of the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth a significant amount of money. Whether you are a coin collector or just someone curious about what is in your piggy bank, you will want to stay until the end of this video. History of the 1983 Lincoln penny. The 1983 Lincoln penny was struck at 3 different mints: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. However, the San Francisco Mint only produced proof pennies, meaning that circulation pennies were only made at the Philadelphia and Denver Mints. This penny features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, who first introduced the Lincoln cent in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States. One significant change in 1982 directly impacted the 1983 penny. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from 95% copper cents to a new composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This change was made due to rising copper prices, making it too expensive to continue producing solid copper pennies. The 1983 penny, therefore, is made primarily of zinc, but a rare and valuable error exists that makes some of these coins worth a fortune. 1983 penny errors and rare varieties. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1983 Lincoln cent series is the 1983 double die reverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned or shifted slightly, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the reverse side of the coin, particularly in the words 1 cent and United States of America. If you find a 1983 penny with this doubling effect, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition. Another highly valuable error is the 1983 copper planchet penny. Due to the transition from copper to zinc in 1982, some leftover copper planchets were mistakenly used in 1983. If you suspect you have a 1983 penny that is made of copper rather than zinc, you can perform a simple test. Weigh the penny. If it weighs around 3.11 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams, you may have a rare and valuable coin. In 2017, a 1983 copper penny sold for over $15,000 at auction. Factors affecting value. The value of a 1983 penny depends on several factors, including its condition, mint mark, and whether it possesses any rare errors. Coins in uncirculated condition or those graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC tend to be more valuable. Additionally, finding a 1983 double die reverse penny or a copper planchet error penny can significantly increase the worth of your coin. Current market value as of today, standard 1983 Lincoln pennies in circulated condition are worth only their face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars each, especially if they have a high grade. The 1983 double die reverse penny can range from $50 to several $100s depending on its condition. The rare 1983 copper penny remains one of the most sought-after errors and can fetch thousands of dollars if authenticated and graded properly. Conclusion. So there you have it. The 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin, but with the right errors and in good condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Be sure to check your change and inspect any 1983 pennies carefully, because you never know what treasure you might find. We uncover the hidden value in everyday coins today. We are diving into the fascinating world of the 1987 Lincoln penny. Could this common coin in your pocket be worth a fortune? Stay tuned as we explore the history, minting details, rare errors, and current market value of this often overlooked coin. History of the 1987 Lincoln penny. The 1987 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The obverse features the right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1987. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, which was used from 1959 until 2008, when it was replaced by the shield design. Minting details and mintage numbers. The 1987 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins minted in Philadelphia do not bear a mint mark, while those from Denver have a small d, and those from San Francisco feature an S mint mark, but only for proof coins. The total mintage numbers were quite high, making this a common coin, but certain varieties and errors make some of these pennies extremely valuable. Rare errors and valuable varieties. One of the key factors that can increase the value of a 1987 penny is errors. Some notable errors include double die obverse or reverse, where the lettering or design appears doubled off-center; strikes, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment; and clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin is cut off. Another valuable variety is the 1987 penny with a missing mint mark, specifically proof coins that lack the S mint mark, making them rare and sought after by collectors. Current market value of the 1987 Lincoln penny. While most 1987 pennies are only worth their face value, a few key factors determine their real worth. A standard circulated 1987 penny is generally worth just 1 cent, but an uncirculated coin or one with a rare error can fetch much higher prices. Here is a breakdown of the current market value. Circulated condition: 1 cent to 5 cents. Uncirculated condition: 50 cents to $5. Proof coins: $3 to $10 depending on condition. Rare error coins: $50 to several $100s depending on rarity and demand. Conclusion: if you have a 1987 Lincoln penny, be sure to check it carefully for errors and mint marks. While most are common, some rare varieties could make your penny worth a substantial amount of money. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby, and sometimes even the smallest details can turn an ordinary coin. We are diving deep into a fascinating topic: the 2000 Lincoln penny. Many people overlook these small coins, thinking they are just pocket change, but some of them can be worth a fortune. If you have a 2001 cent penny, you might want to check it carefully, because certain varieties are selling for big bucks. In this video, we will cover the history of this coin, its unique features, valuable errors to look for, and the current market value. So stick around until the end to find out if you have a rare and valuable penny in your collection. History of the 2000 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has remained a staple of U.S. currency for over a century. The 2000 Lincoln penny continues this long tradition, featuring the same classic design with Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It was minted in large quantities at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints struck circulation pennies, while the San Francisco mint produced proof coins. The regular circulation pennies were made primarily of copper-plated zinc, a composition first introduced in 1982. However, some rare and valuable varieties exist that make this coin worth searching for in your pocket change. Key features of the 2000 Lincoln penny. The 2000 Lincoln penny features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 2000 to the right. If there is a small D below the date, the coin was minted in Denver. If there is no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. The reverse side of the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with United States of America above it and E pluribus unum inscribed below. The denomination 1 cent is placed at the bottom. Most of these pennies are common, but certain errors and varieties can be extremely valuable to collectors. Valuable error coins and rare varieties. Some error coins from the year 2000 have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. Here are the top errors to watch for. First, the 2000 wide AM penny. This is one of the most famous errors of the year. On standard pennies from 2000, the letters A and M in America are very close together. However, in the wide AM variety, there is a noticeable space between these letters. This happened because the US Mint accidentally used a proof die on some circulation coins. If you find a 2000 wide AM penny, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500, depending on the condition. Next, the 2000 double die penny. Some 2000 pennies were struck with a doubling effect due to a misalignment in the die. The most famous double die varieties show clear doubling on Lincoln's ear, the lettering, or the date. These coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they are in high-grade condition. Another valuable variety is the 2000 off-center strike penny. When a penny is not struck correctly, the design can be off-center, sometimes missing part of the image. The more off-center the strike, the higher the value, especially if the date is still visible. Some off-center pennies have sold for over $1,000. Additionally, there are rare 2000 satin finish or proof coins. If you come across a 2000 penny with a mirror-like surface or a satin finish, it may be a special edition proof or a collector's coin. These are often worth much more than regular circulation pennies. Current market value of the 2000 Lincoln penny. The majority of 2000 pennies are only worth face value, but certain rare varieties can bring in significant amounts of money. Here is a breakdown of current market values based on condition and type. A standard 2000 penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent, but if it is in uncirculated condition, it may sell for up to $1 or more. A 2000 D penny in mint state condition can be worth around $5 to $10. The 2000 wide AM variety is highly sought after, with circulated examples selling for $50 to $100 and uncirculated ones fetching $300 or more. A well-preserved 2000 double die penny can sell for anywhere from $100 to over $1,000, depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's grade. Off-center strike errors vary in value, but major off-center coins can reach $500 to $1,000. Proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint, especially in deep cameo condition, can sell for $10 to $50 or more. How to identify and sell a rare 2000 Lincoln penny. If you want to check if you have a valuable 2000 penny, here are some steps to follow. First, examine your pennies under good lighting and use a magnifying glass or coin loop to check for errors like the wide AM, double die, or off-center strike. Compare your coin to images of known varieties online to see if it matches any rare versions. If you think you have a valuable penny, consider getting it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins with high ratings tend to sell for much more at auctions. When selling your coin, you have several options. You can list it on online marketplaces like eBay, join coin collecting forums, or take it to a local coin shop for an appraisal. Auctions and coin shows are also great places to find serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare pennies. Conclusion: the 2000 Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but hidden among them are rare and valuable varieties that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you come across a 2000 penny, be sure to check it carefully for errors like the wide AM, double die, or off-center strike. Even a regular uncirculated penny can have some value to collectors. We talk about rare coins, valuable pennies, and everything related to numismatics. If you have a 2006 Lincoln penny in your pocket or coin collection, you might want to take a closer look because some of these coins can be worth a lot of money. In this video, we will dive into the history of the 2006 Lincoln penny. Its design features errors and varieties that can increase its value and its current market worth, so make sure you watch until the end because you do not want to miss this important information. History of the 2006 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in U.S. currency since its introduction in 1909, when it replaced the Indian head cent. The 2006 Lincoln penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which started in 1959 and continued until 2008 before being replaced by the Lincoln Bicentennial and Shield series. The design on the obverse features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB famously appeared on the first issues of the Lincoln Cent in 1909. The reverse of the 2006 penny features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. This design had been in use for nearly 50 years, making it one of the longest-running reverse designs on a U.S. coin. Mint marks and production. The 2006 Lincoln penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins struck in Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, while those minted in Denver bear a small D under the date, and those minted in San Francisco have an S mint mark indicating proof. Coins for collectors. Millions of these pennies were minted in 2006, making them relatively common in circulation, but what makes some of them valuable are specific errors, high-grade conditions, and unique varieties. Valuable errors and varieties. If you are looking for a valuable 2006 penny, be sure to check for errors and varieties that can significantly increase its worth. Some of the most notable ones include double die errors, which occur when the coin die shifts during the striking process, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering, or Lincoln S profile. Off-center strikes are another valuable error, where the coin was not properly aligned during minting, creating a misaligned design. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin is. Die cracks and cut errors can also raise the value of the 2006 Lincoln penny. A die crack is a visible raised line on the coin caused by a crack in the die used to strike the coin. A cut error happens when part of the die breaks off, leaving a raised blob on the coin. Planchet coins with these errors are highly sought after by collectors. Grading and condition. Like all coins, the value of a 2006 Lincoln penny depends largely on its condition. Coins in circulated condition, meaning they have been used in everyday transactions, are generally worth face value unless they have a special error. However, if you have a coin in mint state or uncirculated condition, its value can be much higher. The Sheldon coin grading scale, which ranges from poor 1 to mint state 70, is used to determine the condition of a coin. A 2006 Lincoln penny graded MS 65 or higher by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC can be worth significantly more, especially if it has a red RD designation, which indicates a bright original copper luster. Current market value. So how much is a 2006 Lincoln penny worth today? In general, a circulated 2006 penny is worth only 1 cent as expected. However, uncirculated examples, especially those in high grades, can sell for anywhere from a few dollars to over $50, depending on their condition. Proof versions of the 2006 penny, which were struck for collectors, often have a higher value, particularly if they are graded PR69 or PR70. Some error coins, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. Rare varieties with unique features, or those in exceptional condition, can even go for over $1,000, making them a valuable find for any coin collector. Conclusion: the 2006 Lincoln penny may seem like just another ordinary coin, but certain factors can make it worth much more than its face value, whether it is an uncirculated high-grade example, a proof coin, or one with a rare mint error. These pennies are definitely worth looking out for. So next time you come across a 2006 Lincoln penny, take a closer look, because you might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. We are diving into the world of modern coins and discussing the 2014 Lincoln penny. You may have a few of these in your pocket change, but do you know if they are worth more than a cent? Some rare and error varieties of this coin have sold for big money. Stick around as we uncover the history, design, minting process, and current market values of the 2014 Lincoln penny. History and design. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The original design featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. In 1959, the wheat ears were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial to commemorate the 150th anniversary of his birth. Fast forward to 2009, the U.S. Mint introduced 4 different reverse designs celebrating Lincoln's life, followed by the Shield reverse in 2010. The 2014 penny continues this design, featuring Victor D. Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, symbolizing national unity. Mint marks and production. The 2014 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, which produced coins with no mint mark; Denver, marked with a small D under the date; San Francisco, which produced proof coins marked with an S. The Philadelphia and Denver pennies were struck for circulation, while the San Francisco proofs were made for collectors. The total mintage for all varieties was in the billions, making this a common coin but special error coins and high-grade specimens can be valuable. Valuable errors and rare varieties. Some 2014 pennies contain rare errors that significantly increase their worth. Here are some of the key errors to look for. Doubled die obverse. This occurs when the design is accidentally struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's eye, nose, or lettering. A strong double die can sell for over $100 in high grades. Off-center strikes. When the coin is misaligned during the minting process, it results in an off-center design. The more extreme the off-center shift, the more valuable the coin. A 50% off-center penny with a visible date can fetch up to $250. Die cracks and BIE errors. A die crack near the word Liberty can form what is known as a BIE error, appearing as an extra vertical line between the B and E. Collectors pay $10 to $50 for well-defined examples. Struck on the wrong planchet. Some 2014 pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets, creating a lighter and smaller coin. These rare errors have sold for over $1,000 at auctions. Grading and value. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining a 2014 penny's value. Here's a breakdown of what different grades can be worth. Circulated condition, found in pocket change worth face value in circulated condition. Mint state 60 to 63 around 5 to 25 cents. High grade uncirculated. MS 65 plus can be worth $5 to $15. Top graded examples. MS 68 or higher. These are extremely rare and have sold for over $500 at major auctions. Proof pennies from San Francisco, especially those graded PR 70 deep cameo, can sell for $50 to $150. Current market value and demand. In today's coin market, 2014 Lincoln pennies remain common, but high-grade and error coins are in demand. Online auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions frequently feature these pennies, with top specimens fetching strong prices. If you come across a 2014 penny in excellent condition or one with an unusual mint error, it could be worth much more than a cent. Conclusion. So, is the 2014 Lincoln penny worth a lot of money? For most people, it's just another common coin, but rare errors and high-grade examples can be valuable. If you have a collection or want to start checking your change for special varieties, this is an exciting coin to look for. Do you have a 2014 penny with an error or in a high grade? Let us know in the comments.